My dear brothers and sisters in Christ Jesus,
Komen ko parajang au try Jesus Christ,
we all love to watch football.
but ngi berkat ngi tip ba ngi astronal ban page ïalehkai football.
In a football team, there are some players who play the forward role. They play the defense or the attack mode.
But haka madan ïalehkai football ngi tip ba kidon ki dong ïalehkai ki ba yakun sakmat don ki ba hapdeng don ru ki ba don shadin.
But there are some others who play the backward role.
But don ru ki ba kam ki ba ya kersan ki ba ya kerda ki ba ya yeng yakun nadin.
They take their position at the back, defending the team.
But kini kisim ya kene ke jaka ban ya da ya ka tim ke jongki.
And those players at the back, they are hardly noticed by people.
But ya kini ïalehkai ki ba ya kersan ya ka tim nadin kambun sin kim ki light na ke jing yo I jongki breu.
At their presence in the team, their contribution in the game is very vital for a match.
Re lajar kata ke jing don jongki ha kene ka tim kene kerhun jongki kolong kapadon kam ha kene ke jing ïalehkai.
Same was true of the disciples of Jesus.
Kaju kalong keba sisa keba ngipe ya ka jing im jong ki apostol.
Among the disciples of Jesus, there were some who were prominent disciples.
Ha ka kunhun jong ki apostol jong Jisu ki don ki ba pau khamat bha
Like Peter, James, and John.
kum u Petrus u Yohanes baru Jacob.
When today we celebrate the feast of two saints who are not known much among the disciples of Jesus.
Dan re ha kene ka sngi ngi rakhe kun mau buram ya arngut ki apostol ya ki ba om da jer kerteng lenter lene ba ngi sngo lenter meni ba pau lenter.
We don't have much references or details about them in the Bible.
But haga Bible ru da don than jing kren sa phang jong ki.
Yet their faith was nothing less than the faith of others.
Hendai lajar kata ka jinge jong ki kam tuna ya ka jinge jong ki weipat.
That is why both these disciples, both James and Philip, they suffered martyrdom for Christ.
Padai nakane ka daw ba kini berarngot u Jacob bat u Philip ki la yap martir da ka jing sakhi jong ki yau Chris.
Nothing much is known about James.
Da don bun ki ke ba ratip sa phang u Jacob.
It is said that James was called by Jesus and he readily followed him.
La su yatu ba ya unu Jacob la khot da Jisu ban bud ya u bat u hi si sundan ulabud.
Now this James is known as James the Lesser.
But you know Jacob ba matagasngi la khadi u Jacob uba kambrit.
Because there is another James who is called James the Greater.
Marba don sa we padu Jacob yang Jacob uba kam krau.
Now he is called James the Lesser not because he is anything less, rather because he is maybe younger to another James.
La ong ya u Jacob uba kambrit na marba ulong kampara ban ya tu we padu Jacob.
And he is also the author of the letter of James.
Baru de une hiru uba de unong tho ya ka siti jong Jacob.
In Corinthians chapter 15 verse 7, Saint Paul speaks about James.
But ha ka siti bini kong sa kinong Korin long khatsan de khatbasan u Paulus u tho u chapang une u Jacob.
That same James had a special apparition of the risen Jesus.
But the Jacob sedang kajing yo I pau ya hadin ba u Jisu ulami pat.
While all the disciples went to different parts of the world to preach good news, James alone remained in Jerusalem.
Kat ba ki we pat ki apostol hadin kajing me pat jong Jisu alai keleng ka perthai hade tang unehi u Jacob ubala ne ha Jerusalem.
He was the bishop of Jerusalem for 30 years.
but ulong ubishop jongka Jerusalem nakabanta lai pusnem.
And he was known for his purity, he was known for his mortification, and he was known for his prayer life.
But la tip bahaya u ya ka jinglong ka bakhui jong u but ka jinglong jong ka jing duai ba ulong ba duai shidham.
On the other hand, we have a number of references about Saint Philip in the Bible.
Pangitip ba ngi haka Bible kidan khambun jaka ya ka ba la tho sapang Philip.
When Nathaniel said that nothing good can come from Nazareth, Philip says, "Come and see."
But haba u Nathaniel ulong ba onam la mandon ke ba pha ban mi na Nazareth andre u ne u Philip la let ban yalam ya u so Jesus.
So it was Philip who led Nathaniel to Jesus.
Te kumta u Philip balailam ya Nathaniel so Jesus.
We also saw a reference about Philip in the gospel passage that we reflected yesterday.
But ngi iru ya u Philip ha ka gospel balangi la ya singau la pule menin.
He had his own doubts regarding the multiplication of loaves.
But uladon ke jing atatin sha phang ka jing punroi ya ukpu.
Because he asked the question to Jesus, "Where are we to buy enough bread for these people?"
Marba lokali hau Jesus kuno bangin la ban yo chen bam ne kpu ban psa ya kat kine kipriu.
Although he witnessed the miracle done by Jesus even before, he is slow to believe.
Wat lada ulayu I ya ki jingle kampla jong Jesus hendrei shem langet.
Although Philip walked with Jesus for 3 years, he was not ready to or get to know Jesus Christ fully.
Walada laya don lang baru Jesus haduk lai snem hendrei shem ladon ka jing sngo ban tip khambha susu yau Jesus.
That's why in the gospel passage of the day, Philip asks, "Please show us the Father, and then we shall be satisfied."
Pati nakane kadau ha gospel mentaka sngi bo Philip ulaong ba how Jesus ban peni ya upa tangkata labiang ulaong.
And Jesus says, "Those who have seen me have seen the Father, and you still do not know me, Philip."
Baru Jesus la jubab ong kitu kipalai I yanga kilai I ya upa rei ko Philip awal la kataru mempat nget.
Jesus asks, "You have been with me for so long, still you do not know me, Philip."
Jesus la ong hau meladan rengkar bat nga la slam hendrei wala kataru mempat sem lange janga.
So both Philip and James took a long time to get to know Jesus.
Di kini berarngot u Philip bat u Jacob kila simbun kapor ban tip bat itu bha yau Jesus.
But eventually both of them would come a very strong faith and believe in Jesus, and for him they lay down their lives.
Hari ha ka bakhadu kini berarngot ki las kem bha ya ka jinget jongki bat ki las saki dala ka jong jing im de ba sayap na ka banta Chris.
So their martyrdom shows that both of them had a very strong conviction and faith in Jesus.
Da ka jing yap martir jongki kapan I ya ka jinget bas kem jongki ha u Jesus.
So this is the point of reflection for us.
Kene kede kamat jing puson na ka banta jongi.
So like Philip, like saints, we are also on a journey with Jesus.
Ti kum ki ru khoi mangi ru ngilong ki bayai lenti.
We also have been traditionally Christians for so many years.
Bat ngilong ki bala long Kristan da bun snap.
We take part in prayer services, we come to the Holy Eucharist, we'll celebrate sacraments.
Ngi simenta hai ki jingle niam ki ba per bat hai ki jingle niam Eucharist.
But how much have we got to know Jesus?
Re hadukat no ngi tip ba bha ya Jesus.
Have we grown in our faith? Have we grown in our conviction of Jesus?
Hato ngi la roi ngi la he la san bhan em ha ka jinget ke pas kem jing sutu pas kem chapang Jesus.
Every Holy Eucharist that we celebrate should draw us closer to Christ every day.
Man ka Eucharist ba khoi kariban kring kham jan shu yangi sha u Jesus.
As we get to witness Him, His body, His blood being shed for us, being broken for us, by taking part in it, we should increase our faith in Christ.
Ba da ka ba ngi simenta haka Eucharis bukut haka ba penmenta ya ka jing place nam jung Jisu naka penta jungi pada kene ka jing simenta jungi haka ne ka Eucharis tu kan pen roy ya ka jing nge jungi hau Jisu.
Like these disciples, we may not be very prominent in our faith. We may not be well known by anyone. Yet, we all play our small part in our salvation, in our faith life.
Ti kumba long kini ki arngut ki apostol hoy en don le se manamano banyu I yengi banitu yengi ya karkom jing im jinge jungi henry ngi iwe ngi don la ijong ibenta nakabenta kam jing pen im.
We may not be playing the lead role. We may not be playing the forward game. But then we may be there, maybe just as one member in a corner. Yet we play our part. We contribute to Jesus.
Hoy le se ngi nam long kum kinong yalam ki balong hakamat henry ngi long iwe ibenta hakata ka kunhun le se war ibenta ibarit makenaru henry ngi simenta hala ijong ibenta.
So in this Holy Eucharist, let's seek the intercession of these two saints, Philip and James, that we may also, like them, lay down our life for Christ whenever we are called upon to do it.
To ai ba ka bangin rung ha ka ni ka jing leniam jong ka Eucharist ku to ai ba ki ni ki arun ki apostol in dublong kinuk sa ginong munayangi ba ngin dubla ban IT yala ka jong ka jing im nakapenta ujisu.